What's up, Convicted Vapes? Returning shots fired to Seth, Nathan, Joel, and a few other people. I'm really bad with memory stuff. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. No disrespect intended. Anywho, thanks, Drew, for the ballistic mod. I'm going to give you guys my initial impressions with this while I do a return shots fired. It's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. Anywho, I'm going to load in some fresh batteries right off the charger. Oops. Try that again. There we go. Oops. Anyways, I'm using Alien Coils, 0.11 ohms. And my very, very last bit of the GCC. I think it's GCC by 5 volts. This stuff is fucking delicious, man. And the longer it steeps, the better it tastes. I think it drops in like a week or so. So if you guys like vanilla custards that taste like rooms full of edible white women's, then you're gonna need to pick yourself up some of this. It won't have this label. I think it'll be red. But oh my god, it's so fucking good. You get like this buttery taste all up in your mouth, and you're like, oh my god, the vanilla. The vanilla. It's just so delectable. Yeah. You think about that. Alright, returning shots fired. What the fuck? Again, this issue. This is the biggest gripe I have about this mod. It's lovely. I love the fucking ducktail. I love the trigger because it has these little ridges and it's comfy. I love how it feels. It's big, but it's not massive. It fits in your hand just like a real actual grip. And the magazine release is very, very wonderful. Like, well, except for when it gets jammed up. Motherfucker. There we go. That doesn't happen too often, but the biggest gripe that I have with this is the inconsistency with hits. I've dismantled this thing, I've reassembled it so many times now, and I've polished everything, tightened everything down as humanly tight as possible, and I still get these really weird moments where I'm pressing the ducktail, and yeah, see? No go. What the fuck is up with that? Why is it not doing that? Why is it not firing? Fire! I have to repress it. Still not doing it. There we go, finally. That's not fun. You know, like, you got this badass mod. Excuse me. You got this badass mod. And, like, what, 1 out of 8 times it's not going to fire? I mean, I'm not ripping on anyone. I'm really not, so there's no disrespect intended. It's just not fun for me. And I'm a huge MCV fan, excluding the ODV2. I absolutely love the Cherry Bomber. I love the Raptor, except for the shim, but now that it's trimmed, so now I'd probably re-love it if I got another one. But this ballistic, I'm just not jiving with. It's really expensive. It's $400. It feels like it's worth the money. It's, again, really comfortable. It's ergonomic. It's high quality. You could club somebody to death with this, just like with any MCV box mod. It's fucking beefy. But even when it does hit, it doesn't hit that well. And I'm gonna guess that that's kind of attributed to the fact that there's so many fucking parts in it. But I mean, I've also used other pistol grip mods too, and this just doesn't. I don't want to say it because I'm gonna sound like an asshole, but it just doesn't hit that well. It's not something that I'd be like, man, this is really gonna fucking crank out some clouds. This would be more like a, I'm gonna chill and vape with my pistol grip mod and occasionally have it not work and then get slightly upset about it type of mod. But it looks cool. So I'm gonna use my Hammer God V2. This is paralleled series, so you're gonna say like, oh, well, that's a terrible, shitty comparison. But the build I'm using is a 0.35 ohm coil. So the wattage should be very, very similar, even with voltage drop. This is like the one thing from China that I actually like a lot. This is a solid mod, except for when it condensates, you get liquid right around that metal portion, and it can jam up your firing button, which is really annoying. So kind of a bad design flaw, but otherwise, this is a stellar mod. So yeah, there you go. MCV Ballistic. The fuck? Take it deep.